A spoon looks like one of the simplest things in your kitchen, but it may be one of the oldest eating tools humans ever used. Before spoons were shiny metal, people still had the same problem. Some food is hard to eat with your hands. Soup is wet. Porridge is soft. Rice can fall everywhere. Honey is sticky. So humans needed something very simple, a little bowl you can hold. That is what a spoon is. A spoon is like a tiny bowl with a handle. It helps you pick up food, carry it to your mouth, and keep your fingers a little cleaner. So today, let's look at the history of spoons. Long, long ago, people did not walk into a store and buy a spoon. They used what nature gave them. A shell could be a spoon. A curved piece of wood could be a spoon. A small bone could become a spoon. Even a smooth stone could help scoop food. If something was curved, strong, and easy to hold, it could become a spoon. That is why the first spoons were not all the same. Some were tiny, some were wide, some had short handles, some had long handles. People made them from the things around them. Here is a question for you. If you had to make a spoon from something in nature, what would you use? A seashell? A piece of wood? A leaf? Or something else? Write your answer in the comments. And if you like simple stories about everyday things, subscribe to History of Everyday Items. Over time, people became better at making spoons on purpose. They carved spoons from wood. Wood was useful because it was light. It did not feel too cold in your hand, and it was easier to shape than stone or metal. A wooden spoon could stir soup. It could scoop porridge. It could help cook food over a fire. Even today, many kitchens still have wooden spoons. That is because wood is gentle. It does not scratch pots as easily, and it feels warm and simple. But spoons were not only for eating, they were also for cooking. Imagine a big pot over a fire. Someone has to stir it. Someone has to taste it. Someone has to serve it. A spoon helped with all of that. Then people learned to make spoons from metal. Metal spoons could be thinner, they could last longer, they could be washed again and again, and some metal spoons looked very fancy. In some places, rich people had spoons made from silver. A silver spoon was not just a tool. It could also say, this family has money, this meal is special. This person is important. That is why you may have heard the phrase, born with a silver spoon. It means someone was born into a rich or lucky family, but most people did not need a fancy spoon. They needed a useful spoon, a spoon for soup, a spoon for stew, a spoon for medicine, a spoon for feeding a baby, a spoon for sharing food at the table. Here is another question. What do you use a spoon for the most? Soup? Cereal? Yogurt? Ice cream? Medicine? Write it in the comments. As more people made more spoons, the shape became familiar. A bowl part. A handle. That simple shape worked so well that it stayed. Look at a spoon closely. The bowl is curved so food does not fall out too quickly. The handle is long so your hand can stay away from hot food. The edge is smooth so it feels gentle in your mouth. It is a very simple tool, but it is also very clever. Different spoons were made for different jobs. A soup spoon can be round and deep. A teaspoon can be small. A serving spoon can be large. A measuring spoon helps cooks use the right amount. A baby spoon is soft and gentle. An ice cream spoon needs to be strong enough for frozen food. So a spoon is not just one thing. It is a whole family of tools. They all share the same basic idea. Scoop, carry, eat. Today, spoons are everywhere. They are in kitchens. They are in lunchboxes. They are in restaurants. They are in camping bags. They are in hospitals. They are in school cafeterias. Some spoons are metal. Some are wood. Some are plastic. Some are tiny. Some are huge. Some are made for cooking, some are made for eating, and some are made for measuring. The spoon is so ordinary that we almost forget how useful it is. But imagine eating soup without one, or cereal, or yogurt, or ice cream. Suddenly, the spoon does not feel boring at all. It feels like a small invention that makes food easier. And maybe that is why spoons have lasted for so long. They solve a simple problem in a simple way. Food is over there, your mouth is over here. The spoon helps food travel safely between them. So the next time you pick up a spoon, do not think of it as just a piece of metal or wood. Think of it as a tiny bowl with a handle. One of humanity's oldest helpers at the table, small, simple, useful, and still working after thousands of years. If you enjoyed this simple history of spoons, like the video, subscribe to History of Everyday Items and tell us in the comments, what everyday item should we explain next?